Now, another tradition that North Texans have come to know and love in celebration of Dr. King's legacy is the annual Foley and Lautner Oratory competition. It's now in its 33rd year. Students were asked to speak on the prompt, "What would Dr. King tell us about our responsibility as citizens and leaders in America today?" And so we are so pleased that this year's winner, Deon Harris, is joining us live in studio this morning. Welcome, Deon. I know that you are a fourth grader at DISD's J.P. Starks Math, Science, and Technology Vanguard.
Yes.
So tell me, how did you prepare for that winning speech?
I prepared by going over the speech and adding expression with the speech.
How did it feel when they called your name? I know you had some tough competition.
Yeah, I felt so amazed, like, man, I just won first place.
This competition is so well respected. Everyone in this community hears about this competition every day.
Yes.
I know your speech is going to be powerful. Thank you so much for sharing an excerpt with our viewers this morning. Take it away.
Good morning. My name is Deon Harris, and I am a fourth grade student at J.P. Starks, Math, Science, and Technology Vanguard. Dr. Martin Luther King was a famous preacher, influential leader, and great role model who left his legacy of love to the world. He sacrificed his time, family, and his life in the quest for equality. He left us many examples of how to live peacefully with our brothers and sisters and what it means to be a leader. The problem is we're not following in his footsteps. So, what would Dr. King tell us about our responsibility as citizens and leaders in America today? I believe as he looks at our society, his heart would grieve, not just because of the state of America, but because of the condition of America's heart. I think Dr. King would say to us that America is experiencing heart failure. You see, the heart is the main organ of our system. It is a muscle with a network of blood vessels that pumps blood and oxygen throughout the body and keeps us alive. The heart is vital for our existence, but it doesn't work alone. It has arteries and veins to deliver blood to the rest of the body so that it can function. But when the heart is damaged, it doesn't work properly. It brings serious consequences. It becomes disease, weakens the body, and shortens our lifespan. This is true for America too. Heartlessness has no place in our society. It cuts off the arteries of justice, narrowing the walls of peace. It makes us inconsiderate and insensitive to other people's feelings and needs, and cripples our vision of becoming a strong nation with good moral values. Dr. King argued that people must have both, a tough mind and a tender heart, to move towards freedom and justice. He also said, a tough mind without a tender heart is cold and detached, and that a hard-hearted person only loves themselves and has no genuine compassion. I agree. It takes too much negative energy to remain uncompassionate, unemotional, unfeeling, and unsympathetic. This is unconstitutional. It results in cloudy thinking, slows down progress, and causes America to have a dangerously low pulse and irregular heartbeat. I can hear Dr. King saying, America is threatening a heart attack Seek emergency attention now, because tomorrow might be too late. Immediate actions and critical care can save all our lives, and he would be right. He would tell leaders that they have the responsibility of reversing the onset heart failure by making recommended changes and adopting healthy legislation. There are mandatory steps that must be followed. First, we must recognize the symptoms by examining our attitudes, beliefs, and laws. Next, be willing to make any necessary changes that rehabilitate our thinking and actions to achieve justice for all. Finally, we must be committed to surgically removing any policy or law that cuts off blood flow of equality and justice. I think Dr. King would tell us, with leadership comes much responsibility. Leaders should have a heart for humanity and a mindset to move people in a collective direction, and the ability to work together to accomplish shared goals.